It's all you, brother.
I want to apologize to everybody for the technical difficulties. You can thank the iPhone update for the fact that my camera is acting funny with this application. But I'm here.
Screw you, Steve Jobs.
The whole point of
Rest
this
in peace,
year,
Steve Jobs.
Happy New Year to everybody. You know what I'm saying? God bless it to you and yours. If you didn't accomplish it this year, hopefully you planted the seed so it can be accomplished in 2026, which is a few weeks from now. But this time last year, if I recall, WWE fans were so hopeful for the future. What is 2025 going to bring? Are we going to get CM Punk get champion finally? Are we going to get Jade to get out of tag team purgatory and become champion? Are we going to see Triple H level up and really be able to book the way that he wants to? Are we going to see less involvement with The Rock? Are we going to see AJ Lee come back? We got so much of that this year, man. Yet we are still unhappy with the product that WWE has given us. Are we ungrateful fans? We got it all, baby.
I don't think we're ungrateful.
Oh, we ungrateful as shit. We
No,
ungrateful. We
no,
got
no, not at
everything
all.
we damn wanted. We even got Jay Uso to get that push.
I didn't want
We are
that.
grateful fans.
No, no, no. I agree, but I disagree. Did I want Jade to become the champion? Did I? Yeah, I did. Did I want less involvement with The Rock? No, I did not. The Rock was the greatest thing for the John Cena heel turn ever. When they removed The Rock and Travis Scott, which we recently found out that was just Travis Scott wasn't about to get hurt for the business. He is not Bad Bunny. So it kind of ruined his situation. But there was a lot of things that I didn't want. But I feel like even if I didn't want it, WWE's way of presenting it wasn't the best. It just wasn't the best way to present it. I wanted Jade to become women's champion for sure. Jade becoming women's champion for me was something that was really important for her character because her character is a big dominant woman. But the way they did it, they didn't do it right. She had to get beat by Tiffany twice. And then after that, she's like, okay, now I'm that bitch. And she goes on a rampage. But now who is she feuding with? She's feuding with B-Fab. She's feuding with Michin. Tiffany's not there. Tiffany's off because she's injured.
Yeah,
You
injured.
know, she might not be injured. She might just be heartbroken from Ludwig
Gunther.
Kaiser. But I feel like okay, little Gunther brother. But you know, so we have that Jay Uso. So I feel like her push has become lackluster. When it comes to Jay, I was never a fan of Jay. Jay was all entrance, nothing else. His entrance got it over. He's good for the kids, but what is that? The last person, the only person that was good for the kids and the adults loved him was Hulk Hogan, brother.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
don't fucking use this opportunity to push this nigga.
I'm gonna always put over my favorite wrestler of all time, the biggest icon in wrestling, the biggest icon in the World Wrestling Federation, the GOAT, Terry Jean, biggest icon in wrestling, Bolea, Hulk Hogan. But
Once
that's not, it's
said,
not,
not every cake
it doesn't
gets
work
a
for me,
fucking
brother.
candle.
Well, look, I'm not, Hogan aside, what I'm saying is that AJ coming back should have been the main issue. At the time, AJ and Becky were not the title picture. The title picture's for Stephanie. So they're moving for a younger movement. It's a younger movement. AJ's in her late 30s. Becky's in her late 30s. Stephanie Victoria is in her early 30s, early 30s, late 20s. I don't know how old she is exactly, but she's not an older girl. She's definitely a newer face. They teamed her up with Nikki, gave Nikki the best match ever. But I feel like the Bella twins should come back. I don't want to see just Nikki by herself wrestling her little matches. I feel I would wanted to see the Bella twins become the tag team champions because that would
Why?
complete their.
What void is there that needs to be
Why did
filled to where we need one that can wrestle and one can't? We already had that with Bianca and Jade. You want that again?
it's the Bella twins?
Exactly.
No, 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 no. So what I'm saying is WWE is filled with makeshift tag teams. We have Riho, which is not Rio, the girl from AEW. I mean Riho, which is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. We have we have Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair doing the little heart emoji like they're on fucking TikTok. You know, they doing that. And then we own the only legitimate tag team we have in the women's division are the Kabuki Warriors, which are probably going to break up so Kairi can be a babyface and Asuka can be the heel eventually. And then we have now it's Liv and Roxy because Raquel is going for a singles run now. So we don't really have real tag teams. The only real tag team that we could have and could really put eyes on the product would be the Bella Twins because people,
No,
women, I'm not talking about dudes, women love the Divas era. Girls like, oh yeah, I remember because they watch Total Divas.
the void we need to fill does not need to be replaced by people who are filling the void by default. We ain't got nobody
Okay.
for this position, so let's get the Bellators. No, you need to start motherfucking having an NXT Tag Team Championship. So you start building these tag teams from the jump. You ain't got that, which is why the Tonga Twins ain't in WWE. Shout out to my girls holding it down for my Tongan sisters out there.
You always put them in. You can put Zilla up. The reason Zilla ain't in WWE because they they don't have a junior intercontinental
No,
championship
because
or
they would
anything,
just
right?
start
Is
beating
that
up
the reason?
women the second they walk in that locker room. They gonna take up ownership, like my girl Tegan
I
Knox tried
wouldn't
to
even
do in
say that.
AEW.
We can't talk about little Tegan. Tegan is getting what Tegan and her girlfriend need right now, which is some time off. Because hey, you know how AEW runs. You come in, you do some jobs, and then they give you a contract. That's how Tony works. She didn't want to do a job, so she had to get a new job. But that's fine. I mean, I'm not mad at her. I understand if you think old school territory wise, she was definitely doing the right thing. But that's not how wrestling works any longer, especially not AEW. AEW wants to see, are you a team player or are you Miro? She's Miro. She had to leave.
What I'm saying is, brother man, you might not like that the Ferrari didn't have a bow for your 16th birthday, but you still got what you wanted.
Me personally, I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't want Cody to be the heavyweight champion.
I didn't say shit
It's
about Cody.
boring. I mean, I'm I want the only thing that you stated that I personally wanted was Jade being the WWE Women's Champion, which she is. But I feel that it's going to be lackluster until Bianca comes back, hopefully by the Royal Rumble, and Bianca wins the Royal Rumble. That's what I want. And then maybe Jade's women's title reign can ramp up. She can wrestle Tiffy, maybe at the Royal Rumble, beat Tiffy, and then there we go.
If I know
But are you?
what's up,
No, I wanted. Are you happy? Are you unhappy? Are you happy with the way the state of the WWE is right now? With the champions, the storylines, the presentation of the WWE, AJ Lee coming back, and AJ Lee being in a secondary feud with Becky Lynch. Obviously, they're not there right now because rest in peace, Larry Brooks. But are you happy?
I ain't asked for none of this shit. I'm talking about the fans. I can look at it from the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? As the chef, I didn't cook for everybody. You know what I mean? Y'all good? Y'all eating good? Yeah, y'all think it's turkey, but it's really fish. But I ain't saying nothing. That's how it is right now. That's how it is. I'm just falling back watching everybody eat right now. But I'm like, y'all ordered this stuff. I know it's not what you wanted, but you wanted it. Okay?
I
You
didn't order
wanted it, you
this.
wanted it, you wanted it.
I didn't. I didn't order this. I ordered The
Yes, you
Rock
did. We're at the
versus
Royal Rumble.
Cena.
All the fans were so happy with, oh, Jay Uso.
No, 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 It was a shock. It was a shock. I was at the Royal Rumble. You know this. I was there. It was a shock. It was a shock in the building. There were people that were in tears. Literally, I saw grown men crying that Cena didn't win.
That's what I'm saying.
But,
Y'all got what y'all wanted.
but
Y'all didn't
I,
want Cena.
but I saw. I mean, Cena didn't win the Royal Rumble, but he did win the Elimination Chamber the next month, and he went on to beat Cody and became and main evented the second night of WrestleMania. But people didn't want. There was a lot of people. in the IWC, which we are a member of the IWC, let's not forget, that didn't want Jay to even be the man. But I feel like I've always said, a lot of people in the IWC have never been to a wrestling event, so they don't get the energy that Jay brings. But Jay is only one thing: yeet, nothing else. So he needs to be back with Jimmy, like he is right now.
He is more than, sir.
Jay's a fella.
He see the promos that he cuts.
Yes, I see them. I've seen most
Wow,
of
the
them,
way he
just not
just
all of them.
stalls and just, I'm gonna tell you what, Oos, come next week, me and my brother.
Yeet. And that's it, and that's it. But Jimmy cuts the better promo, even though they allowed Jay to give the promo this past week. They allowed Jay to do it. I don't know why. I would have just listened to Jimmy. But I am excited to maybe we'll see the New Day versus the New Day without Big E. But the New Day versus the Usos is a good tag team match, whether Big E is the second man or not.
Think he is done.
No, I mean, I know this, but who knows if Stone Cold Steve Austin, Adam Copeland can come back and wrestle. As long as Big E has a job, I don't see him wanting to wrestle because he has a job and he doesn't take a bump.
He still got a job. They ain't getting rid of him. His personality,
I
his
know. I mean,
swag. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, he has a job and he doesn't have to take a bump unless somebody's like, "Hey, Big E, we want to knock you down to NXT money, my guy." And then he's like, I might need to go to I might need to go take a bump somewhere at AEW. We can have Big E versus Powerhouse Hobbs. But until that happens, I don't see him ever needing to wrestle. Not necessarily wanting to wrestle. He doesn't need to wrestle anymore.
he don't. I wouldn't. I created a memory I need to create. It's like when Kurt Angle came back. It wasn't. Should have stayed gone, bro.
Kurt Angle gave his best years to TNA. So, of course. And then
Of
by the
course he
time he
did.
came back, he needed knees and hips and everything. So he was not the Kurt Angle that WWE fans remember, and he definitely wasn't the Kurt Angle that TNA fans remember.
He had a good run, and I'm happy for him in TNA. But when he came back and did that feud with Ronda Rousey and Triple H, that kind of thing, I just wasn't feeling it. Like I said, the same thing with Big E. But back to what I was saying, the original topic, as far as
Mm.
WWE fans being ungrateful, I didn't ask for none of this shit. I really didn't. You know what I'm saying? Seeing his heel turn, I did want that, but that's the one thing that I would have changed differently. His championship run was ass, and I think out of this year, the one thing that I was most disappointed of, was his opponents towards the end.
Oh, of course. His opponents in the end were just opponents. They weren't good opponents. But you know that.
Yeah,
That's not what it was about. The real direction of that was Cena being a heel, The Rock coming in, and then probably Cena finding himself near the end in Cena versus Rock. You know? And to me that would have been a better send off than whatever the hell they had. Especially when it was like, oh, we're gonna make him babyface randomly on a SmackDown, and then the next night he comes in and he loses the title as babyface Cena to Cody Rhodes, and now he's back as a babyface for the rest of the time that he's here, and it's lackluster. He had a great match with Sami Zayn. He won the Intercontinental Championship. Now, and for some odd reason, the Judgment Day has been extended even longer now, even longer, because now Liv Morgan is the new leader, the de facto leader of the Judgment Day, right? But and Cena's last opponent is Gunther, and people are feeling that LA Knight is buried, which I don't feel that way. I truly believe that this is the long game. Yeah, for LA Knight.
that's the true unsung hero of WWE, and that's one of the things that I had on my list that I didn't get. So I had the five that I named. Your Jade, your CM Punk, your Jay
Yep.
Uso, your John Cena. Now
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
your I'm sorry, and then your Bella twin, not twin, and then your AJ Lee. The
Yep.
five things that I was disappointed about, I already named the Cena thing I was disappointed about, but CM Punk's run this year was lackluster. That's three. LA Knight did not get the push that I felt he should have fucking got. That's the bullshit. Didn't get that. I ain't get Miss Parker. I ain't get Miss Parker the way I wanted. And I'm gonna throw a wild card in there. Maybe the chat agrees, maybe they don't agree. But Sol Ruka needs to change that daggone finisher.
And okay, so there's two things I want to address. Jada is on NXT. Did you want Jada to beat JC Jane and become the women's champion?
I just
Or
wanted to
did you
see
want her to
her
take
and
Lash
Lola.
Legend's spot on the main roster?
I want to see her and Lola on that main roster spot because something about that B-Fab just ain't click.
So, but you want them in there more so than Lash Legend, who has
Lash
been
Legend
on
needs to
the main
stay in
roster for a
NXT
couple of
for a
weeks now.
while.
He's not in NXT anymore, so you mean she needs to go back?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, she needs to. If I had a choice of who I would keep her in NXT and bring up Jade because Miss Parker because I feel that she has a little more swag. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Jada has a cool factor to her. Let's not. I'm never going to say that she doesn't. She has a cool factor. She has her little shoulder hit, head nod. You know, she has her chant and everything.
Yeah, that
And I
run
think
with her and
her.
Lola, I really expected her to go to the main roster.
I thought Lola would have went to the main roster, but instead they picked. I think they really want bigger girls. I mean, and we talked about this earlier. Tiffy compared to Trish, Trish looks like a child, and Lash compared to most men, they look like children. You get what I'm saying? They want these bigger women, and they put her with Naya. They want them to be, I guess, the new female natural disasters, earthquake and typhoon. So I think they're going for a different thing. I think with Triple H, he would probably want to push Jada as a heel, but Jada would never get a heel reaction, just as the way Shawn Michaels pushed Jada as a heel, and she still got a babyface reaction because people love Jada Park. She has a cool fact. She's like if The Rock was a girl. No offense to Ava, but if The Rock was a girl, it might be Jada Park.
Yeah, and you see, I didn't mention Trick Williams either. He need to stay in NXT for a while, obviously.
Well, and I know you're a big Trick guy. I know you like Trick. I know you're a Trick fan. So that's but I don't think Trick's ready. If he does come, he has to be the manager to Mello again. You get what I'm saying?
Shit, you
That's
know,
how I would view it. That's
yeah,
how
I
I would
agree. I agree.
but why are you disappointed in AJ Lee coming back the way she came back?
Really,
What was your disappointing part?
really. Start it up. I take no bumps. Start it up. I take no bumps.
What bump do you want her to take? Do you want her to take what, a tombstone?
No, I don't want it to be a rehearsed, a synchronized match with her freaking hubba hubba. We didn't ask for that. I didn't. I wanted AJ Lee to come back and get the love and respect that she deserves. In the words of the great yes, in the words of the great Dustin Rose, the love that you have given me, I will repay you now. For I will be that next world heavyweight champion of this all-time blues. I wanted her to come back and take that role, bro. I'm that bitch, bro. I started this division, bro. I pushed for this shit. I pushed for this division to be more about women and wrestling, and here I am to, oh, I got a tag team with my husband. Okay, cool, get that out the way. But now that I got that out the way and, oh, I'm still in purgatory? Okay.
No, it's not. Why do you feel that she's in purgatory when she's out here filming movies and TV shows and writing books and going on tours separately from the WWE?
Then she shouldn't have came back if she's not able to give us what we want. We didn't want her to do all these matches with multiple women.
She's not all in. I mean, if we want to talk about somebody who wasn't all in when they started, Logan Paul wasn't all in until when he started. He's all in now.
You're gonna compare Logan
He's not
Paul
going
to
to do
A.
boxing. I mean, but we talking about AJ Lee stopped being a professional wrestler for many years, right? During that time, she was a voice actress, a regular actress. She wrote a book, like, and she's still promoting all those other things that she's doing. Wrestling, I think, for her is just something that she's doing, that she's just doing. The WWE isn't the WWE of old, where Vince would be like, well, even Vince, not even Vince Senior, but Vince was like, "Hey, yeah, you can do these movies, but wrestling is your priority." Right now, TKO is like, hey, I don't give a damn what you do as long as you promote wrestling when you're on that red carpet. You can go be an actor. You can go do this, but I want you to always say that you're a WWE superstar. So it's more about promotion and cross branding than it is about you being a professional wrestler. with TKO.
TKO can eat a dick.
Well, that was very strong statements. And so Ruka changing her finisher, I don't see that happening. The finisher's more over than her as a human being, as a wrestler, as a performer. The only thing over about it's like when DDP was doing the diamond cutter. You know, the diamond cutter was over more than DDP. Then DDP caught up with the move. You know, her flipping cutter, the soul snatcher, is more over than Soul Ruka.
DDP had swag, and DDP had his faction with my man, the late Chris Canyon. You know,
Yeah.
but either way,
Who's better than Canyon? Nobody.
I just wanted to say to you WWE fans, y'all ungrateful. WWE worked hard to give y'all what y'all wanted, and y'all spoiled, man. Y'all should be thankful for Triple H. Y'all should be thankful for TKO. And next year, when you get nothing, because if you think it was bad this year, oh Lord Jesus, I don't see any major surprises going into 2026.
You don't feel like they're going to push the envelope with the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia next year?
The fans are not going to get anything they want this year because WWE is too focused on making money. This is my prediction, and this is for 2026. Black Tar, AEW still not competing, and I see Triple H possibly stepping down to a lesser role. Mark my words.
I don't see Triple H now. The reason I say I don't see Triple H stepping down is they've made Triple H the face of the WWE more so than anybody else. You remember those first WrestleMania promotions when you used to hear Vince McMahon talking WrestleMania, you know, like that. You used to hear him do that all the time, but eventually he transitioned past that. You didn't hear Vince anymore. But at the beginning, that's all you heard: Vince McMahon, WrestleMania 7, Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 2, Hulk Hogan. You know, that's what you heard. The Macho Man. It was always Vince. But now you hear Triple H. Are you ready for WrestleMania Vegas the second time around? Every promo, whether it's for ESPN, Netflix, an event, no matter a live event, it doesn't matter. The voice we hear at the beginning, then, now, forever, is Triple H. He's the face. I don't think he'll step down. They want him. It isn't like he's making all these decisions by himself. Triple H is a puppet. Are you all right? Are you choking, brother?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you choking in the good way or the bad way? What's going on? All right, we can't have you dying on air because I'm like, man, I am not going to be a witness of this. I'm black. I'm not going to jail because I will get blamed for killing you. But no, I don't see him stepping down. I feel we won't get any surprises until WrestleMania's in Saudi Arabia the next year.
Yeah,
Rock
but
versus Roman, head of the table.
whatever the case is, I don't see anything special happening. I think we're going to go into a downfall. I think it's going to be a negative year for WWE, and I don't see really any positive. As far as AEW, we're talking wrestling. I don't see AEW increasing or anything.
TNA. What about TNA? They just got this new TV deal.
TNA is always going to be good as long as it's going at the hip with WWE.
Okay.
Remember Joe Hendry?
Okay. Well, what? I believe in Joe Henry.
We did at one point.
He's a WWE NXT superstar. He's a WWE superstar now. So if we can't view him as a TNA guy, that's over.
TNA people want to go to WWE don't do shit.
I can't disagree with you on that. I'm very
Jordan Grace,
disappointed
remember
that
her?
Jordan Grace isn't. Hey, but I wanted to ask you. I know you're a big Jordan fan. What do you feel about Jordan going back to the singlet now? She doesn't show abs. She's trying to look more feminine, a little softer again. She's having good matches with everyone. With Kalani Jordan, she had a great match on NXT this past Tuesday, but she's not dominating. She lost the match.
Something about Jordan Grace, man, that just don't stick. Been wanting Jordan Grace to join
For you, or do you
WWE.
think WWE?
Huh?
For you, or do you feel the WWE feels that way?
I feel that way. I
Or
feel
both?
that something about her just doesn't. I feel that she doesn't have a gimmick that sticks.
A gimmick is she has muscles.
That ain't gonna
That's
get
a
you
gimmick.
far. You can play the monster
I mean,
heel
so what do you
role,
want?
just
Where do
beat
you
up
see her?
everybody, but you're going to have to eventually play a good guy. And there's nothing about her scratchy ass voice or her look that screams babyface.
Okay, you can say that, but do you remember a woman named China who had a similar voice? And we love China at certain points. We hated China when she was just giving people penis shots for Triple H. But we loved China when she was hanging out with Eddie Guerrero.
China was about a foot. Jordan Grace is 5 foot even.
She's a Yeah, she's a foot taller than Jordan Grace. Joni was a bigger
So
girl.
on size, yeah. So Jordan Grace, to match the size, took some special vitamins, but the
She's
damage
got
that
her
is
knees
done is
broken.
irreversible.
I feel like Jordan can be in a group when she makes a main roster debut, and I would love to see Jordan be the enforcer for Naomi when Naomi comes back.
So that's what we're doing. We making her an enforcer.
We talked about a guy that started out as an enforcer on the main roster before, and we were giving him praise a few minutes ago, and I'm talking about Big E. What's
Oh,
wrong with Jordan?
you're right, because Big E was a known name in the Indies for over a decade.
But he was. I mean, you don't think Jordan has 10 years in her? At least 5 years to go. She got an extra next 5 years at
Dude,
least
it's time
in the
now.
ring. She can
If
still.
she's going to get a push, it's time now. If WWE is not giving her a push, it kept her in NXT Purgatory because anytime you in NXT Purgatory and you ask, Dan, why this person getting the push? And then they get that push and you go, oh, I see.
I don't know. I feel like she can get her way out of there. And I think next year she'll be there. I mean, Mariah May, they want Mariah May to stay down there till next year.
That's another one that
Lake
I'm like,
Monroe, I
what
should
the
say.
fuck?
They have to build a brand. NXT isn't just developmental. It's a TV show. It's something that they make money from the CW. The CW paid for that. You can't give them all the stars. Ricky Saints obviously is going to be staying down there a little longer because he's not going to be the one wrestling Cody Rhodes on Saturday night's main event on John Cena's last match. That's going to be Obafemi.
Ricky Stanks.
So I hear you laughing.
They need to change his fucking theme song.
You don't like Ricky. I really feel like you're a Ricky hater, man.
No,
You're a
they need to
Ricky
change his
hater.
theme song to go with his pose.
So what would that be, sir? Since you are a music producer, how would you make it?
And I cannot do things to rock my world. I do things to rock my world.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. He can go. Did you not enjoy Ricky in AEW? Did you not our NWA either? Did you not enjoy Ricky Starks?
Ricky Saints is doing his thing in NXT, and I'm not hating on it, but the shit is corny as fuck. It gives me very Ricochet vibes. Mad corny, mad
Which
corny.
Ricochet now? Ricochet now or Ricochet in AEW? I mean
Ricochet
WWE,
and then
AEW
Ricochet and
Ricochet.
WWE Ricochet. And Ricochet and AEW, I fucking love everything he does because he can
Shout
be
out
him.
to my fellow Kentuckian
But Ricky
Ricochet.
Saints, I don't know what the fuck this is. A talented wrestler, yeah. On the mic, yeah, he got mic skills out the ass. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But it's just something ain't sticking.
So what would you fix? I mean, obviously the theme just isn't it. What would you fit? He's turned heel now. He's not a babyface. He turned on Javon Evans this past yesterday, as we're filming this. So what would you change?
I think that he needs, if he's going to play the heel role, he should be more conniving, more sleazeball. You know what I mean? And I feel that with him, it's more okay, like with Ricochet. Boom. I'll use him as an example. It's one thing to take revenge on someone who did something to you. It is another thing to humiliate somebody. I feel it's more humiliating for Ricky when he gets his. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, I mean, that can be Ricky. I mean, whenever he already screwed Javon, I'm pretty sure they're going to have Javon Evans. Ricky's probably going to be on the Saturday Night's Main Event somehow, whether he's screwing Javon Evans out of the tag team titles or whatever he's doing when he wrestles with Leon Slater against AJ and Dragon Lee. So it could go that way. I don't know. We haven't really seen Ricky as a heel in the WWE. We've only seen Ricky as a heel in AEW. Hello, Peter Wesley.
Hey, I'm actually at work, but I just wanted to see what you guys were doing. This picture isn't showing on there. I don't know.
He had a problem with the app, but he's here.
Okay.
He is here because we just had the conversation about Ricky Saints.
About his heel turn?
He just feels, Shaw, you can speak for yourself. You talk to this man every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to welcome
Now
my
he's
arch
giving you the
nemesis, Peter Wesley, to the chat.
What's up?
And I want to say that Ricky Saints needed to change his theme song. That's what I was saying.
Well, yeah,
as a heel,
take
he
a
could.
number and take a number and get in line. There's a lot of people need a new theme song.
Man, you sound underwater.
I think the heel turn sucked.
Why? Because he just pulled out Javon and then he got beat up afterwards.
Maybe not sucked. It just was lackluster. It just wasn't,
It was a predictable. It was predictable. I can say that. It was predictable. I was like, oh, Ricky's gonna turn.
And the crowd reacted kind of weird. They was like, I think it was just more upset that the ref got pulled out than Ricky doing it.
I think it was just more the match was good.
Yeah,
Vaughn is over. Oba was selling. Javon was selling. Everybody was. It was a good match. But I feel like NXT always puts on good matches. It was good selling, good moves. You know, it was the David versus Goliath at its purest form. And then we just get little Ricky. I'm upset.
See what I'm saying? He
He
looked like
pulled out the referee.
an itch.
He looks like a flea. Just flip him off. But I mean, he's the miniature Rock. That's who he is. It's fine.
Whoa, hey man, y'all can't keep saying that. Look, Adam Cole made one comment and it stuck to that man like the freaking Scarlet Letter.
Everybody always thought that, man.
I know.
And he himself pulled from the Rock. He himself admits for pulling from the Rock. Honestly, if the Rock was going to come back and have some interaction with anybody from NXT, I would love for him to interact with Ricky.
Maybe The Rock could get through to him and meet with him backstage and probably tell him that little that hand taunt thing he does isn't it. It's not it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Hey. It's no worse than TJP dabbing on people back in the day.
No, I said he was corny. Tell him, Peter.
And
Tell him how corny he
fans
is.
killed him for that. Fans, like for a minute, people thought it was cool, but then soon as the switch hit and people said this isn't cool no more, they never forgave him.
True. I'm not going to disagree with that. I feel Ricky has more swag than PJP though. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think
TJ,
which I think TJ's great. Well, he's really athletic, and I like him. But I don't think he was cool. I think he did a cool thing that kids did at a time. But I don't think he was
a
cool.
video game kid. He was a video game dude. So, dabbing. He was a streamer. Like I think his character would be more over now than it was then.
Maybe
you could, because the only reason I say this is because they have a lot of streamers like Kai Cenat is affiliated with WWE. ISO Speed is affiliated with WWE. Obviously, Logan Paul
does he
WWE
do that?
Superstar.
Is he like a streamer now?
Oh no, he doesn't stream now. But I think if that time when he was doing the video game and the streaming and all that stuff,
okay,
I got came together with all those people.
Do you think Xavier would have liked them?
Yes, I think they would have got along perfectly. Just because same type of mind. I could see them being a tag team separate from the New Day. Like if they were going to do like he gets tired of Kofi. Because let's be honest, Kofi needs to end as a babyface, not a heel.
I need his solo run. No disrespect to Xavier at all, man. I need Jamaican Kofi back, man. I just need You don't have to be Jamaican, but you know what I'm saying? Like that vibe. I
SOS.
need, yes, man. Dude, WrestleMania,
No,
I wanted him to come out to SOS so bad.
I
Fuck Kofi
feel
Kingston.
that it will happen. Damn, I knew it was coming. It was
I didn't know he had beef with Kofi. What did Kofi do to you? But be
First
black and
of
be great.
all,
Like what did he do?
oh, boo.
What did he? What?
what?
Biggie, you want to say that? Okay. Kofi Kingston, nah, son. He got the wackest finisher of all time.
No, no, not at all. Not even top five.
Okay, so I can't say he
Trouble
has the
in
wackest finisher.
Paradise. Trouble in Paradise isn't even a weak finish.
I
Hey,
mean,
y'all, I just wanted to be clear that keep noting this. I want everybody to keep record time stamp this part of the chat. Please. Peter Wesley is always bigging up these cruiserweights that act like heavyweights. Shawn Michaels, Kofi Kingston,
no,
that little
I
short
knew
lucha
Sean was
dude
gonna do
that
that.
be shooting t-shirts into the crowd.
I don't know who that is. Who's? I've never talked about Kalisto. I have no problem with him though. No quarrel with Kalisto. I've never talked about him though.
He works on the indie circuit. It doesn't even matter.
Although those Lucha Party shirts, the one that's like the in your house shirt, I thought about getting one. That was pretty cool.
You can get one
I
from
would just get a
India.
regular in your house shirt.
You're right. You're right.
Look, I don't think that Kofi has the weakest finisher. I want to see Xavier Woods as a singles heel and him win the Intercontinental title because just a fan of him from being in TNA and all and the Consequences Creed stuff. I'm just a fan of his in ring. He looks like a sleazy porn star at this point of his
At
career
this
right
point,
now.
yeah, he does. And his online reputation is pretty similar.
Yes, his manager could be Paige if she comes back. That would be disgusting.
All right, I'm about to get back to the Kofi and Xavier thing, but first I do want to say
Hmm.
I don't condone looking at stuff that nobody intended you to see. However,
Yes.
my God, that man was digging her down crazy. I was like, this is this. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying nothing nobody else was thinking. I was just like, man,
I mean, yeah. Brad Maddox was enjoying all of it.
he
So
was.
was she.
Oh yeah, yeah. Brad though. I want to say Brad somewhat looked worse than Paige. He looked like 2 degrees away from being a cuck.
I mean, he was, but so is Diddy. So who cares?
Didn't but see, I think there's a difference. A cuck is somebody who is like he's being like ridiculed, embarrassed. Diddy was like he was like a guy running the show.
True, true, true. But he was also drinking semen from other men, so that's kind of nasty too.
I don't want to believe that.
So
I
you
don't.
didn't watch the documentary?
I not all of it. I watched. I didn't get to that part. No, I think as far as I got in, and I think I didn't watch it all the way because my wife was watching it, and so I think when I left to do something, she might have watched some a little more. So where I was at, they were still talking about the '90s with Biggie and Tupac, and then I came back and watched some, and it was talking about the Lil Rod lawsuit. So I missed a few.
Well, I saw that one, and it was not okay. It was not okay.
In
Yeah,
the
it
court,
wasn't okay.
in the
Uh,
court case, it was alleged that he didn't
You
drink it.
back, boss?
He was
wanted to
rubbing
say,
it as lotion. I mean, either is kind of nasty, but
oh,
eh,
I got it at 8
people
o'clock. I'm
do
about to go
people
because
do
I got to
nasty
be up at
things.
work at 4 o'clock in the morning, like some people in this chat. But wanted to say appreciate y'all.
I get up at 4 o'clock every day.
Oh, never mind. You do
Do
too.
you really?
Yeah. But I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good night.
When do you sleep?
I go to bed
Who?
at
Him or me?
You.
Me? I don't sleep. I do have really bad insomnia, so there's that.
Well, okay, that
fuck
makes
that. I'm in
sense.
bed by 9.
I'm in bed. That doesn't mean I'm sleeping. That's really
All right. I'll see y'all, man. Y'all have a good one.
all righty, boss. But sir, since you're here, the topic was WWE fans were ungrateful because Shahi feels that we got everything we wanted, but we're not happy because we got everything we wanted and we were ungrateful. We still want more.
That's life.
That's what I was thinking. And I was thinking it was more I didn't want half the things.
I
First
would
of
say
all,
this. Like I felt that way, unrelated but related. I felt that way about the WWE Network. I mean, weeks, months leading up to it, I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that. And as soon as it came, I was like, man, I got all this stuff. I'll watch it. I'll get to it eventually.
whenever I want to. And now that all of it's gone and the WWE library is slowly going to be trickling on random YouTube channels that they're going
That's
to create
that
for
one YouTube
everything.
channel is pretty nice. The
The
Vault.
Vault. I love the Vault. I
Yeah.
love the Vault. I
That
love
is
the
pretty dope.
WCW.
Yeah, yeah,
The Vault
they
and
put
the
some.
WCW. You know, because WCW has their own, where they just put WCW. It doesn't have. It's not intertwined with the Vault. But hopefully they'll come out with some AWA and a global one as well, because they own all these
They need to
wrestling
quit
libraries.
being doing the weird stuff and just bring the actual WWE network. If you want to do something where you put the pay-per-views on ESPN, I get it. I don't like it, but I
And
get it.
Netflix.
Yeah, yeah, like I'll get it. But like the network and like I miss like some of the old like the documentaries they was doing for the WWE network, like the WWE 24/7. Like I bring that back, man.
That was a beautiful thing. I miss it as well. You know, I miss the little behind the scenes shows. I'm not a fan of the
Yeah.
Unreal. The Unreal is too
I
much.
never watched
It's too
Legends
much.
House. I'm assuming I feel like you
Uh,
did.
I did, and it was Legends House was fun. You know, it was fun. Like just seeing me. It was fun because of seeing Mean Gene Okerlund. It wasn't really fun for Pat Patterson or anybody else. But Mean
It's funny you
Gene
say that. That's
just
the only thing I remember is a clip of Pat coming out, and everybody was like, "We already knew that," which was weird because why
yeah.
did he come out when he had already been out for like 20 years? I don't know.
The thing is, he didn't come out to the fans. Everybody in all the boys knew he was gay. I think it was just for TV. It's like, if you watch any live action reality TV show with celebrities, they're saying something stupid, but they're like everybody in the industry knew. Like,
Yeah,
oh, we all know
I
this.
feel like I'm pretty sure he knew that most people knew. I feel like some executive said, "Well, you never publicly came out and said it. How about you do it
Yeah,
on the show?" I
yeah,
don't think that was a him idea. I think somebody pitched that to him. We need something
yeah.
for the show.
I mean, it's just to add a little drama. Oh, Pat Patterson's gay, but it's like everybody knows. If you watch shoot interviews, you know Pat Patterson's gay. you know, if
You watch
if you
another
work
shoot
there, you
interview. It goes from Pat Patterson's gay to Pat Patterson trying to touch me,
yeah, Roddy Piper.
which was weird because he was on Legends House.
And Roddy Piper said that man touched him. So, you know, that's a crazy thing just to think of. Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, oh, I don't know why you're even here. But we didn't see that many scenes with them together. And so if you go back and
Mm,
watch Legends House, they weren't
okay,
hanging out.
okay.
He was he was hanging out with Tony Atlas when Tony Atlas was usually hanging
But
out with him
Tony
and
Atlas also said that Pat
no, no,
touched
no.
him.
I wasn't talking about Patterson. Patterson wasn't was hanging out with Mean Gene, the person that he didn't want to touch, and Jimmy Hart. He was hanging out with those guys. Hillbilly Jim. The wrestlers were hanging out with the wrestlers, and the people that wasn't wrestlers by the time the '80s were going on, like Pat Patterson and Mean Gene and Jimmy Hart, they were all hanging out together. It was very divided. If you watched it, like you can tell
Mm,
that they ain't hanging out. They there, like they had to do the challenges together, but they wasn't friends. It wasn't hanging out. You know. It was
okay.
the boys were hanging with the boys, and everybody that wasn't the boys were hanging out with each other. Obviously Pat was the only one that was office ever that was there, but that's how that was. But back to what Shaw was saying, I feel I didn't want half that stuff. Like he was like, "Well, you wanted Nikki to come back. I wanted the Bellas to come back and have a tag team title."
And um, I don't mind the Bellas come back, but I don't know if I wanted the Bellas to come back.
I just wanted them to get the tag team title run because I feel like WWE is more about getting faces on the product now and less about anything else. It's like we got a brand deal. Well, nobody gets more brand
I
deals.
think that moment for the Bellas is over though. I think they and I don't and I mean I know because I'm the only one that doesn't care for them, but I mean it with respect though. I think that wave of them being hot, like I think it's more like if they did come. it's like seeing like Blast from the Past, like a future, like a retro ad coming, but I don't think it's the same weight as like them girls from E. Like I don't think it's that anymore. And I really, my bias aside, I'm not saying that like because I'm trying to shit on them. Like I really do think like Nikki Bella right now, it's just kind of like get this mom off the TV. Like that's the vibe she is giving off right now.
I mean, I could look at her like that, but then I would have to feel the same way about Oscar, about Becky Lynch.
No, 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 no. I don't
You
mean
know,
it like they old. I mean like uh like she gives this vibe of like cool mom trying to hang out with
oh, with
her. Yes, that's what I mean. Like not just because I'm not trying to shit on her for being older. Like times will get to all of us. But that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying she just feels like she's trying to be in with the cool kids and that time has passed. You
I can
had your
see
moment.
that.
It was cool. But also I feel like part of it she has to do it. But
I can
but
see that, but I just want to see her and Brie get the tag team because I feel like in WWE, and I said this earlier to Shaw, there's so many makeshift tag teams when
yeah.
in the women's division. We only have one, and that's the Kabuki Warriors, and I feel like they're near the end. And by near the end, I mean eventually Kari's going to turn babyface because she's going to get tired of being Kari, and
And
mistreated by Asuka.
I still might be close on to
I mean, I can. She's been doing it since she was in her late 20s, and she's in her early 40s, early to mid 40s. So sure, she has all the right to finish up, and she's successful. And I mean, in every avenue that she's ever done in her life, this woman has been successful. Whether it's fashion, whether it's her salons, whether it's being a game reviewer for Xbox of Japan, Oscar's been successful. Her YouTube channel successful. I'm not saying she has the biggest WWE following, but video games and just Japanese culture, she's definitely the one for the
but I
people
would
that love
say
it.
she might be one of the most original YouTubers. Like she actually does like graphics work and editing and
Yeah,
doing those little goofy videos she makes and stuff like which I don't know how she finds the time to do all that, but like she is probably one of the most like creative content creators over there.
and definitely. But that just shows that she's a truly creative person, and it shows by her character.
And one thing you mentioned, you said like it may not be one of the most popular, but the way she promotes it, she don't promote it as WWE
Oh
superstar
no,
Oscar. It's
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 kind of
common to
Chan.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
kind of Chan TV. Yeah,
yeah, so
it's her. It's just her
yeah.
herself
So it's like you gotta
promoting
kind
her
of
life.
find it.
And when she does speak of Oscar, she speaks of Oscar as the third person. She doesn't speak of herself when she's on her YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah. She's
She's like, "Oh, look at Oscar." She doesn't say, "Oh, look at me,"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
even though it's her on the television. She's like, "Oh, my fan was watching Oscar. She was watching me as Oscar." So she never says that that's who she is. So it's a totally different vibe, a totally different deal, totally separate from the WWE. You see her as a person, and how she actually lives her life, and not her just pretending to be the WWE superstar like on WWE Unreal. That's how I feel. I know some people love Unreal. They're happy that they're getting a season 2 and a season 3.
I didn't even know it was getting season two.
Oh yeah, it's on the Netflix sports channel. They were like, "Oh, this January 20th, season 2 of
Oh, it's
Unreal."
coming that soon.
Yes, they're going to cover our truth, heel turn, and babyface turn, and they're going to cover the what else are they're going to cover the Seth Rollins fake knee injury thing.
They're gonna cover the real
I don't know. I don't know how far they're going in, but they're talking about the knee the knee injury. I don't know if they're going to go into the shoulder injury.
because it was just weeks later after he hurt his
After the
shoulder.
fake one, the real one happened after doing a coast to coast
He ain't
headbutt.
gonna do it. He's not gonna do
Crazy
an NBA
man.
angle ever again.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't see that happening. But yeah, we don't know. But I mean, I feel Shaw also felt that he said that CM Punk's second title reign as World Heavyweight Champion and his whole run this year was lackluster. I know you're a CM Punk fan. How did you feel about that?
I don't know if I can agree with that. I don't. The run is still in its early stages, so it's really not much you can say about it because he hasn't really done the defense. This is his first angle solo feud, but I think with Shy, I think he's comparing it to like WWE Summer Punk. And this ain't that Punk anymore. This is more veteran Punk. Like this, I don't think it's going to be a lengthy run. I think this is more of putting Braun Breaker over. I can't compare it to that.
I believe so. They're doing the match very soon, but I also believe they're going to do the match again at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I see Punk winning this and then Braun coming back for a rematch.
Yeah, and I don't see Braun winning the Royal Rumble. I see that being Roman Reigns.
Really? Does he need that?
No, but how are we going to get to Roman versus Cody? Roman
He
does
could just
not
he's
rest.
Roman. He can just ask for it.
Roman doesn't wrestle in the Elimination Chamber, and that's the only way to get the other shot.
Like he's never been in it?
Not since he's been the Tribal Chief.
Okay.
Remember last year, Roman
Who's
was
always
in the
had the
Rumble.
belt?
I mean, true, he had the belt for years, but Roman doesn't want. They had a title match that was supposed to be one year in the Elimination Chamber, and he was like, "No." That year that he had that street fight with Cody Rhodes. I mean, with Kevin Owens. No, last man
Okay.
standing when they handcuffed Kevin
When
Owens
he
to the thing
when he lost.
when he technically lost. Technically he lost, but technically Roman lost a few times. Let's we can be honest with ourselves.
Yeah, you're right
You
about that.
know,
I'll never forget
Roman's
that Finn Balor thing.
when God, and then he looked up, thank you. You know, and he won the match. That was some stupid stuff that happened with Roman. But next year I feel Roman winning, so
So
we can
that's your
have
point.
Roman versus
That's the problem when you write in the show and you be like, well, the ultimate plan is to have you have this for a long time. So we just got to figure out some things at the end of these matches.
we got to figure out so this person can look a little bit strong and you squeak by as the WWE champion for like 3 years. You know, but I also feel like to come up with stupid finishes like that, that has to be overexposure.
And
Once again,
even it was intentionally, it was unintentional, but it still hurt people. It made Finn look weak. It made Drew McIntyre look weak. There was a few other people that suffered. Kevin Owens, Sami
Kevin
Zayn.
Owens, Sami Zayn, the Jay
Yeah,
suffered
yeah.
and rebound, but the early days, and I think Jay's still suffering. We talked about Jay. I feel like Jay is back where he needs to be, tag team again with his brother. But
Come
I
on,
mean,
man. It's one of the first like few organically over people we got. We want to throw them back in the tag team.
Yeet, yes, Yeet. But no, there's a difference between being organically over and being good. He's not Daniel Bryan. He's not Brian
No,
Daniel. He's not Kofi.
no, no. But there's plenty of people at the top that's just over for charisma. And I don't want to make it seem like he's bad. Because his tag team work, in my opinion, arguably is my point of view. I'd say arguably a Hall of Fame as a tag team wrestler. So I don't want to make it seem like this guy is horrible.
No. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying he's horrible, but in the tag team match, okay, so it's like this. If you're great with a partner, and like let's say you're a great conversationalist, but you need somebody to talk to,
Yeah,
he's a great tag team wrestler. He can't put on a whole monologue by himself. He can't even do a promo by himself. His promos are lackluster, but Jimmy's promos are better. He's easier to bounce off with Jimmy, where Jimmy says something and Jimmy gives him something to go off of, and then he goes back
yeah.
to Jimmy. When it comes to wrestling, his wrestling is exactly the same. Jimmy gets all the heat. He gets the hot tag to Jay. Jay does some super kicks, some spit punches, another super kick, another super kick, a dance, a super kick, a spear. Then he tags in Jimmy. Jimmy hits a spear, then he tags in Jay, then they do a double Uso splash. The most of the matches are Jimmy. I'm not saying Jay's horrible, but
Right. No, I
the
get you.
hot
I get you.
but Jay can't handle. Jay and LA Knight came up at the same time. LA Knight is a better wrestler than Jay, and I'm not saying LA Knight puts on 5-star matches,
No, I
but
get you though.
LA Knight is a more complete wrestler than Jay Uso, and he can put on a promo. He doesn't need a brother or
He
anybody to.
he need to leave him ropes alone though.
I mean, he does need to stop doing the megaplex. That needs to quit.
I like it, but it ain't worth it.
I like it, but he doesn't successfully do the move enough
He
for
could
me
do
to
a
be like.
regular he could do a regular superplex and get the same pop.
I think he just wants to show that with him, I feel like he has to do extra because people like, oh well, you're kind of old, brother, to
Yeah,
be
yeah, he
just now
gives me
making
that
it to the
vibe
top.
of like when you at the family event and that older uncle is like trying to show you got it. But like I
Hmm.
believe you. You don't have to keep doing this. Like
I can
I
still
believe you.
play basketball with you, young blood. Let me cross you up real quick.
And it's like, all right, I see you. You got a jump shot, like, but you ain't got to break your neck to like. You don't have to prove nothing to me.
Hmm.
I seen your
And I'm,
posters, your pictures in the hallway, man. You went state. I believe you, man. I ain't
you
doubting you.
you were him back in the day. You ain't got to be him no more. But I mean, but that's not L.A. Knight. He just he's never been him on the big stage. He was him in NWA and in
Yeah.
TNA. This is
But
him in
also,
WWE.
but also, like that's another thing. All right, you in your 40s, you do nice things. You don't have to break your neck doing this move all the time. Like work smarter. AJ Styles works smarter. You know, you study guys like that. You can prove you're athletic, but doing this move that has like a 40% success rate, just cut it.
That's true. I mean, I agree with you, but you also have to think Pat McAfee did it in NXT. I know you remember when Pat McAfee did the jump to the top rope and did the superplex.
Pat McAfee is more athletic than LA Knight, and that's no disrespect. It
And
just
to, when Pat McAfee takes his shirt off and LA Knight takes his shirt off, who looks better? To LA Knight, I mean, in real life, it's LA Knight, but in LA Knight's mind, he's like, I should be able to do this because I have
I mean,
something to prove.
and it's like I feel like it was a one big event. No, it was like was it like SmackDown or something before around SummerSlam he messed up, and then I think it was like that SummerSlam he purposely did the move to show everybody he could do it again.
Yeah, he can still do it. Yeah.
I would have retired it right after that. I did it. I proved it. We done. I
I
wasn't
thought
done
he was
there.
done doing it. I did think he was done doing it when he did, because he started. Remember, the elbow used to be on the ground when he does the LA
Yeah,
Knight. Yeah, but now he
yeah.
does it from the second rope and he jumps to the top rope and hits the elbow. I was like, oh, so
Like,
you switched up to
yeah.
show your athleticism that way.
Stop
But he
it.
didn't.
Stop jumping. Stop jumping. Just stop it.
Well, I mean, you also have another man in his 40s that still does incredible athletic stuff, and that's Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods still does the limit breaker elbow where he walks the ropes and he
So
does the
Xavier's in his 40s.
yes.
Oh man, but he has been working for a minute. That makes sense. But Xavier,
Consequences
once
Creed.
again, that's another guy that works smarter. He picks like he don't do that spot every week.
He doesn't win most of the time. He never
Yeah.
hits
All
his
right.
finisher. What you
All
mean?
right. All right.
He got to.
LA's on a different path than Xavier. LA's he's working to still get that big push. I get you. I get you.
I mean, the rumor is LA Knight's gonna be the man. He's taking Jey Uso's spot.
Mm.
I was wrong there. Xavier Woods is 39. He'll be 40 next year.
Close
Uh,
enough.
but I mean, everybody in the WWE is on that
39 with
trajectory, on that
with
path.
that
That porn star stamina. He's the new Val Venus of the WWE.
yeah, let me get off. I gotta let's one thing I do want to talk about is the mask guy. So next episode, we need to talk about this and about how this is. I'm no. I don't want to hold nobody in anticipation. My problem with the mask.
Well, the next episode will be about the mask guy, but I do want to do a special episode to the end of John Cena's career
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Can we
because
talk about
John
David
Cena.
Otunga too?
We have to throw that in there considering what he said. So for sure, brother, we can talk about
All
Mr.
right,
Otunga. But you have a good one.
you too.
All right. Thank you. All right. So that was the episode of Rope Break. What do you think? Do you think WWE let us down? Do you think it was trash? Do you think that we got everything we wanted, but we're not happy? Are we fickle fans? To me, and this is my final word, my final thought before I make it to the ropes, because I'm not tapping out, brother. But no, so many things. We wanted LA Knight to be a top guy. We wanted Drew McIntyre to have a championship reign. We wanted John Cena's heel reign. Me personally, I wanted John Cena's heel reign to matter and be meaningful, which I feel like it wasn't. I didn't really want Travis Scott, but since he was inserted, I wanted him to be there, and I wanted The Rock and them to make what type of corporation type thing they wanted. Cena has proven that he is the ultimate corporate guy. Sure, Jay won. I wanted Jay's to be stronger, but it wasn't. Not everybody can rise to the occasion. Like the Ultimate Warrior did not rise to the occasion. And when it comes to Jade Cargill did everything right. I think her heel turn should have been better. And in a perfect world, Bianca Belair would have been healthy during her heel turn, and she would be feuding with Bianca right now. At least a credible force in the women's division. Right now, she's just wrestling B-Fab and Mia Yim and feuding with Chelsea, and Chelsea's not even a baby face, but Chelsea's also feuding with Julia. So it's kind of confusing. But hopefully next year, when Bianca comes back, and this is my prediction, clock it. Bianca comes back, she wins the Royal Rumble, her and Jade Mania, and that'll be what we really want to see. And Jade can go on a tear until WrestleMania. I don't want to see Jade take a pinfall until she wrestles Bianca Belair. But this is and has been Rope Break, a wrestling podcast. I am elderly and pissed. Alex, that was Shaw, that was Peter Wesley, and we are out, and we hope to see you next time. And remember, you don't have to tap out. You can always make it to the ropes for a rope break.